Hey guys, happy Monday. Here we go into week 2 of distance learning. We'll start off the same. It's day 25. Our word of the day is fervidly, which means to do things with passion or to have passion for something. So think about that one. That's another positive one for today. I'm going to make this one pretty quick today. Just get on and tell you how this week will look a little bit different. So if you got my email last night, we are going to jump over to Google Classroom this week and use that platform instead of Schoology, just in case Schoology is slow again. I hope that we can continue using that for the rest of the time. That will be distance learning so that it's a little bit easier for us and so we can stick to one thing continuously. So hopefully that one will be the way that we use our platform for the rest of the time. So I showed you a video last week in the slides from last week of how to get to Google Classroom if you can't remember, but it's always up in your top squares of your Google browser. And then you click Classroom and you should see Miss Jones ELA. If you had taken my enrichment class already during this year, then you also have that one there because you joined that class. Ignore that one. Go to the Miss Jones ELA. If you are a newer student, you were not a part of it, but I sent you an email and an invitation. If you did not get that, just let me know and I can give you the code to sign up. It's super easy. So today, you have a couple things you're going to do, and they're a little bit big. So in the normal classroom, we would start with our Holocaust Unit today, and you know that before break, you had selected your top 3 for a lit circle. We know that's going to look a little bit different now. So I go through what books you can have that I've found either in audiobook version, found a PDF that I copied and saved, or are available on YouTube to listen to. There's always also the option for you to buy the book yourself if you're able to, if that's something that you want because you want the physical book, and you can also buy the ebook. The ebooks are usually available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Those are the easiest places to get those. You can always check Libby or Overdrive like we've been using. For your independent books. It's just that it's like a regular library book where only a couple people can check it out. So if you are one of the first couple and you get it checked out, that's awesome. Good for you. So always check Libby and Overdrive too if you know that that's a place that you're used to using or you're okay with doing that. So we are going to do quite a bit this week. Today you're going to get a slide deck with a bunch of notes. So typically this would take us probably Monday through Wednesday in class for me to go through this slide deck, and it's 20 slides, and I filmed me narrating it because there's so much more that is on the slides that you need for your background information, and that video is on my YouTube, but it is an hour and 16 minutes. It's long. I go through our overview of what quarter 4 is going to look like, and I go through all of the background information on those slides that you need. So my suggestion is to break that up. I wouldn't sit down and listen to that for an hour and 16 minutes. I know we have hour-long classes when we have class, but I would break that up with a lot of discussion, a lot of chatting, a lot of back and forth, not just me talking the whole time. So if you can do an hour and 16 minutes of me talking on a video, go for it. If you need to break it up and chunk it into about 20 minutes each, that's totally fine too. But you will have the video for it, me narrating it, going through it. You'll also have the slide deck where I put some notes down in the speaker notes that I had said out loud, so you can have those. You don't have to keep going back to the video each time. But I do want you to watch the video in its whole entirety. If you need to break that up to do it, that's totally fine. So if you want to do that today and tomorrow and break it up into Wednesday as well, that's fine. But it needs to be accomplished this week. So you have the notes, the video, and the slides. Then the second biggest thing is that you are picking your lit circle book. So I had you in groups. I had everybody got one of their top 3 that they selected. And then would everything have worked out, I would have given you the copy of the book like usual. And you would have held on to it until the end of the year. Since I can't give you the book, we had to adjust. I think I had to lose 2 titles, so hopefully you still have one that you're interested in. And there are 4, like I said, there's 4 options of checking out the book. So you need to go onto that document today, look at the options, see what you can do, talk with your parents about it. I emailed about that last night, and figure out which one that you can use. And then you're going to submit that in a Google form to me. You're going to tell me what title you chose so I know what group you're in, and how you're going to access it. So there's, again, the PDF that I shared for some of them. Most of them are available on Audible, I believe. You have to have a 30-day free trial, and you have to have Amazon Prime for that. Then I think the next one was YouTube audio, and lastly, if you want to purchase it yourself, that's fine. Okay, so those are your 2 big things today. Then What's next? So I need you to fill out the Google form. Oh, and then there's one more thing. It's downloading the bookmark, because your first Lit Circle meeting is going to be this Friday. The first assignment with it is this Friday. So on the bookmark, it shows that we have a week 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to finish these books by the end of April, basically May 1st. And you have a weekly reading assignment each week. So you have pages that are due or chapters that are due by Friday, so that you can have 1, an activity done on Friday, and 2, have a discussion with those people that are in your group. If we were in the classroom, you'd obviously do an activity with them. So we'll try to make that happen virtually as best we can. So you'll have the bookmark as well that you need to download. In addition to those 3 things, you are going to continue reading 20 to 30 minutes a day and logging on that log. That is an ongoing log, so if you have it in Schoology, if you can go into your Google Drive and it's still there, so you can log. You'll notice there's, after last week, there's another box down there and it's for this week. And then you're going to continue that pandemic journal. I added a new one for that. If you noticed, last week's only had spots for 2 entries. And if you want to add more, you're totally welcome to. But this week I made you a completely new document. Looks exactly the same, but it says week 2. And then it has pandemic journal entry number 3 and number 4 on it. So you'll still continue those this week, and that'll be due on Friday, like it was last week. So that's it this week. There were a couple questions on the daily check-ins last week, but I'm going to save them because there weren't too many, and I'll just combine them with whatever you guys add in today. So I will answer your questions that you add by Wednesday. I'm going to start doing videos only Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Tuesday, Thursday is really going to be catch-up, but I'll still continue to add those extra fun things, so that you have, if you want something to do and you're done with all of your other schoolwork, that you can access those things. So that's it for today. Google Classroom, that's the big thing. That's it. Email me, remind, text me if you have any questions. Okay, bye guys.